Betonline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything sports betting. Every stat, matchup, breakdown, even live odds and spreads to bet on during games. With the largest catalog of odds on everything from football, MLB playoffs, NHL, NBA to political props. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get in on a game of blackjack or poker or unwind with over 150 slot games. Head to the website today to get on the action with America's most trusted site for online wagering. Bet online. The game starts here.
Yeah. Boogie like Benson, I'm a who that. I'm a who that. Long as I'm living, I'm a who that. Lose or winning, I'm a who that. Sports Coma, yeah, this is where we do that. Where we do that, where we do that, where we do that, where we do that, where we do that. Boogie like Benson, I'm a who that. I'm a who that. Sports Coma, this is where we do that. Where we do that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Somebody please better help. Running this thing like elf. I thank God every day I'm not a felt. Go to YouTube live with Big Q and the guys. If you ain't ride or die, the bandwagon get flipped. Been marching in, that was way for the ring. I was yelling out your shame for the championship. Bucking on town, duck down. Falcons pluck, get shut down. Panthers ain't much touchdown. The vision really belong to us now. So much hate on the Saints, you could probably tell. Ever since Bounty Gate hit the NFL, when things seem fishy, then you probably smell the crooked referees on Roger Goodell. Yeah, running like this, and I'm a who that. Every day I'm living, I'm a who that. Lose or winning, I'm a who that. It's the Sports Coma, this is where we do that. Where we do that, where we do that, where we do that, where we do that, where we do that. Boogie like Benson, I'm a who that. It's the Sports Coma, this is where we do that.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
I'm so sorry, man. I don't know why that button muted, man. I got to check that shit, man. All right. But anyway, let's start it again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, y'all probably read my lips, which y'all knew what the hell I was saying, didn't y'all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sports talk from your favorite sports fam. Thank y'all for being here, man. Much love, man. Appreciate y'all, man. We are healthy, wealthy, and wiser going through this week, man, as we get ready for the matchup this Friday afternoon against the Black and Gold. This is the tap-in stream that, you know, we did this last Friday. I want to bring it back. I used to do this all the time, open up the lines, but I'm doing it again. So every Friday will be the Saints tap in for anybody. You want to pop in questions, comments, concerns, whatever you got. Is now is your time to get it in. We got a 9 o'clock hard stop time, obviously, because the Pelicans play tonight. They play the Portland Trailblazers up in Portland. The game starts for 9 o'clock. I got to be there monitoring the game, and then following the game, the Pelican recap, PPR final. We'll recap the Pels matchup tonight with my co-host DC and Lex will be in the building as well. We'll open up the lines of communication as well on that show. So, yeah, we in this thing. Diehard Saints, shout out to your fam. Says, man, do you... Oh man, I don't see it as work, bro. I see it as a labor of love, brother. It's like breathing to me. It's like walking, talking, or breathing to me. I've been doing it a long time, man. It was a gift. And really, I don't know if I told y'all this. I mean, when I was first started doing the streams, people used to ask me how you got involved with it. Long time ago, man, I used to sit there watching these games and just going over it. I'd be sitting at the game with the fellas or pops, be watching the game, and then I'll say something, and two seconds later, the commentator would say it, and it just would happen, like, and it would look at you like, I'm like, what? How you knew he was gonna say that? I was like, I don't know what he gonna say. He said, you saying stuff before the dude saying like he on delay or something. I was like, nah, I'm just reading the game. And then I didn't like the talking points that the local media had. Not all of them, because they had some real ones, but a lot of the talking points was too cushiony with the Saints organization, and we needed an alternative view, something that spoke the truth and that could not be corrupted. So that for all those years, man, I always kept it that way. I don't push to go nowhere in terms of getting any type of situation, because I get mine from on high by the hard work of these hands and this mind. That's how I teach my children. Ain't no need for me to get signed up on something or do all this kind of stuff, because whatever you do, I could do. It took them people, WWL, 100 years to get from being a local radio station, not doing shit, to being what they are today. All it takes is time and a plan. Real spill right there. I'm just getting it off. So thank you, Die Hard Saint. Appreciate you, man. I roll big ups to you. Good to see you, Jason K. Much love, Willie Garrison. Big ups to you, Keith. How you doing, sir? What's up, Barbara? Shout out to the Queen, Barbara. She's in here as well. OG Jerry is in the building. Shout out to my brother, OG Jerry. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Saints 45, Chargers 17, I believe. Well, that's good, Mike. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. All right. Much love to everybody in here. What's up, brother Slim? How you doing, sir? Appreciate you as well. Can you too? You says Q, bruh, please. You have the largest YouTube audience than anyone. Great show, great analysis. Who that? Keep it real. Appreciate you, brother. They got some other guys out there that's putting in a lot of good work, man. A lot of great work. And my thing, this is, my mindset is this. I don't believe in competition when you're in the same genre with somebody, even if they're not in the same genre with you. I've been on with content creators that streams are larger than mine or smaller than mine or right around the same size. It don't make a difference to me. All it is time and effort. You do something long enough, people will recognize you and people will gravitate with you. Your brand to grow. And I was starting off, I didn't care about no brand. I just was repping my team. And that's how I did it. And it's all about persistence. That's what it is, fam. You got to be persistent. You're going to go through up and downs in life. You're going to have death in the families. You're going to go through sketchy relationships. You're going to have, issues you got to resolve with your babies. At the end of the day, you got to have a plan, man, because that's going to happen. But if it really means something to you, you'll give it your all. And you'll walk through it, man. You'll give it your all. You'll make sure your brand is right and popping. You'll represent and be as upstanding as you could be and represent what you do. Because it's not just me. Like when I step up here, I represent the entire Who Dat Nation. I represent my family, my peoples, my parents, all that. So, it's a respectable thing. At first, they wasn't listening. But eventually, when you do it long enough, they respect your mind, because that's the thing people love, then they respect. As you put the work in, people love that. They see that you ain't got somebody to help you get nowhere or whatever. Not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but it's different levels to stuff when you start laying down game and start walking your walk. So appreciate y'all, man. Thank you, Can you too, you for that, man. Much love to all y'all, man. Appreciate you as well. Yeah, I'm sorry for that, man. I was running it, man. I was running it, man. Y'all should have heard some slick shit I was saying, man. I was giving the whole game down, man. I was talking about how we could flip the game. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all. I was putting down some mean game, baby. Oh yeah, man. Reverend Saint, baby. Reverend Saint, baby. Listen, baby. When you meet a lady, baby, listen. And that's Reverend Saint After Dark. He can't. That ain't ready for YouTube. Let me tell you something. All right. Shout out to y'all, man. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, whole damn thing, man. I'm like, oh shit, man. Look at this. I'm muted. Oh crap, man. Let me go again. All right. Shout out to y'all, man. Preach Quavatus. I see you. M. Dot. Big ups to you, man, as well. Good to see you. Much love. All right. What's up? Oh, brother Randolph. How you doing, sir? Appreciate you, my brother, for being here as well. Much love. Good to see you. That 504 Co. Toy. Big ups to you. Love to everybody in the building for being in the stream. Judah, big ups to you, fam, as well as we keep this thing going and rolling, baby. So big ups to all y'all, man. Let's hit this injury report right quick, fam. So if y'all won't pop in, now is the time between now and 9 o'clock is a hard cutoff time. So that's about a little bit over an hour. Let's get in there, man. If y'all won't say y'all piece, man. The link is in the description section. It's pinned to the not in the link, the description. It's in the chat, rather. It's pinned to the chat. So please, if you got it, man, it's over an hour. It's your chance now to get in here. So we got Brother Randolph. We'll put Brother Randolph in there right quick. Let me look at this injury report right quick. This is the Friday's injury report, man, that they released today. And just a few things. And we talked about this on yesterday's stream. We know who was going to go and who's not. We know Derek Carr is doubtful. He'll be out. Nick Saldiveri. Then, of course, Cesar Ruiz is back full-time. Lucas Patrick is full-time. So is Pete Werner. Connor McGovern is there. Chris Olave. Colin Saunders went from limited to full. So did Taysom Hill. Elvin is good as well. He was limited. Cedric Wilson went backwards. So usually when that happens, that usually means they're going to be out. Juwan Johnson, limited. Marshawn and Spencer Rattler are good to go. Chargers are banged up. They got a lot of banged up. They got a lot of problems. Darius Davis, the speedy wide receiver, is doubtful. Will Dissly, Hayden Hurst, and all those guys, Lad McConkey, who's their draft pick, as well as Denzel Perriman, are all questionable. Game time decision. Doubtful is Quentin Johnston, the wide receiver they drafted. He's limited. He went from DNP to limited, listed as doubtful. Joey Bosa said on social media that he was going to play. DJ Chalk, LSU product with a lot of speed, is listed as questionable with a groin issue. And you see Christian Fulton went from limited to fully practice. He's playing really good for him. He's also an LSU guy. Khalil Mack is going to be there as Jasir Taylor, who's another one of their guys, had a fibula issue, but he fully practiced. So they did gain some guys back. They kind of beat up in the tight end and wide receiver positions for Justin Herbert, which is the pretty good quarterback they have there. It's going to be interesting to see how the team deal with it. A lot of banged up times as we move forward here. I was going to play a little Dennis Allen, but I'm going to just forego the possum. And y'all heard what he said. Y'all hear what the possum say all the time. So it don't need for me to play the possum. We already know what time it is with him and this, that, and the third and strategy. I'd rather really listen to Joe Woods. At least I can learn something, as opposed to just hear the coach speak, because he's not very, every now and again he might get very descriptive. But if you heard one Dennis Allen interview, you heard them all. You're not really missing anything. But anyway, let's get in, bring some folks in here that know what the hell they talking about. Hey, Brother Randolph, how you doing, brother? Welcome into the stream. How you doing, sir?
What's up, my brother? What's going on, baby?
Good.
What's going on with you? Who that nation? How you doing, baby? I'm coming on in, baby. I'm on here with the Godfather, baby. It's going down. How everybody doing on this beautiful Friday? Who that nation? Despite us being 2-5, but What's going on, my brother? Talk to your boy, man.
Good, bro. Good to hear from you, Randolph. Hadn't seen, bro. I've talked to you in a while, man. Sure. Shout out to you, brother, doing your thing, man, as well, being real business like and professional as always, brother. So much love to you on that. Sure. Let's talk with Randolph. What's going on with the Saints, man? Talk to me about the Saints. Give me some keys to victory on what's going to happen with the black and gold, and tell me what you think is wrong with this team.
What should we start? Let's start with.
Hold on, that energy dropped way down there, Randolph. Hold on now.
It was good till you say talk about the Saints. All right, here we go. Here you go, man. First of all, to quote Mickey Loomis, Mr. Excuses for this man there on the screen, injuries. When every team in the National Football League has injuries, so okay, all right. So injuries. So you lose Eric McCoy, no doubt. I got eyes. We all got eyes. When Eric McCoy went out, that offensive line play went straight down. We already were struggling at left guard with Lewis Patrick in there, but my God, Nick Saldiveri, Ali Udo, they are not the answer. I know this is basically Nick Saldiveri's rookie season, and he's definitely looking like he's looking like an undrafted free agent when he's in there. He's not even looking like a kid that they moved up to pick in the draft. But the main thing wrong with this team right now, man, I think is just the defense, man. That's my biggest gripe with this team, because the defense is supposed to be the strongest unit. They're supposed to hold it down. Ever since that, after that Cowboy game, this unit has been trending downward. It started in the Atlanta game. You couldn't hold the lead. Philly game, you couldn't hold the lead. Your offense was struggled against Kansas City, but yet they cut the lead to 16-13. And you let these people get in the red zone in two plays.
That's right.
Then you come back to the embarrassment, which was this past last Thursday against the Chargers and Sean Payton on Drew Brees being inducted into the Saints Hall of Fame. And I hope Drew Brees starts staying his ass at home, because every time he comes to the Saints game, all they do is lose. So it's real talk, though. I'm just saying, look at the statistics. So with that being said, my brother, I'm just so disappointed in this defense, man. Now you give up back-to-back games of 224 yards or more rushing. Tampa Bay came into that game. They weren't world beaters on running the ball. The young man that won the I can't think of the young man's name, that won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. That kid came into that game with 2 carries for 7 yards. They run for almost 300 yards on the Saints. Denver comes in to the game against the Saints with the 29th rushing attack in the National Football League. They run for close to 200, almost 300 yards. So the problem with the defense is they are soft as showman up the middle, and a lot of people stealing money. Cam Jordan, love you, you're stealing money. Chase Young is stealing down money. Carl Granderson stealing money. Nathan Shepard, Colin Saunders, Brian Bresee. Who I'm leaving out? Kendall Vickers, everybody on the damn practice squad. Peyton Turner, well, at least he got a damn sack in the Atlanta game, but somebody couldn't fall on the damn ball but try to pick it up. So my thing is right now, this defense is just underperforming. And when you have a rookie quarterback, you go into that Tampa Bay game with a rookie quarterback, and you put the defense on the field, and you allow Tampa Bay to march effortlessly down the field and put the ball in the end zone, putting your young quarterback right behind the 8 ball, knowing this is his first significant time playing in the National Football League. The defense just been a disappointment to me, Q. Taysom Hill goes out that Atlanta game. The offense is not the same. It has not been the same since then. Think about this, Q. The Saints have utilized play action on just 17% of dropback since week 3. Now, why is that so important? Well, because weeks 1 and 2, they had the highest in the National Football League at 46.5%. So where has the play action gone? You mean to tell me Taysom Hill gets hurt and everything changes?
Yep.
Where is the play action?
Talk, boy!
So everything is built around Taysom Hill? If Taysom's not there, you as off, and the love affair is over with me for Clint Kubiak. It's over with.
He ain't lying.
He is suspect. First of all, he's suspect for keep calling that goddamn toss right play that ain't worked since week 2. He called that shit against Atlanta, which I don't, on a 3rd down. Why in the hell, and you know you're going for it on 4, why the hell would you call that play? It ain't worked since week 2, dude. Leave the shit alone. It's gone, bro. It don't work. Put it out maybe week 16 or 17. It's there. Everybody on to it. You know, we need more out of our tight ends. Juwan Johnson. We got to get more out you.
Yep.
We need more. You supposed to be that big play, that modern day hybrid tight end, receiver / tight end. We ain't getting enough big plays from you, bro. We not. inconsistency up the middle of this offensive line. We got backups that are backups to backups playing. And it's true, man. You know, we're going to keep it real. We got backups to backups to backups out there playing right now, man, and they ain't getting the job done. Landon Young, smart dude. Landon Young ain't no guard. Landon Young ain't no guard. Landon Young, horrible. Ali Udoh was brought in this offseason as a veteran with the capabilities of, well, they would let us think that, and I was one of them, that he would be the heir apparent to the guy that just retired and went to WDSU, the offensive lineman.
Oh,
help us out, family.
Bushrod.
No, not Bushrod. Not Bushrod. You them years back, crew. She said Bushrod.
Bushrod. Not Evans, huh?
No. Hey, chat, help us out. Y'all know who we talking about. Came from Baltimore. Was our swing tackle.
Oh, Hurst.
Yeah. So Ali Udoh was supposed to be the replacement for Hurst. You mean to tell me when Nick saw the very guy hurt, Ali Udoh couldn't go in the game? How far down the depth chart had he fallen? When you have a Kevin Hergel, an undrafted free agent, getting time before Ali Udoh.
Ali Udoh garbage, bro.
He garbage. So that brings me to this. You knew in OTAs, minicamp, training camp, and preseason what you had. And you still chose to ride into the regular season with these backup offensive linemen that ain't worth Shinola. I'm just going to say Shinola. I don't want to curse on your platform. Like, ain't worth Shinola. So, man, there are so many problems, man, but yet it's still winning the NFC South. Everybody was patting the Bucks and Falcons on the back. Last week, every team in the NFC South lost. And think about this. How all the Bucks fans were laughing at the Saints for the injuries and stuff, talking about injuries that part of the game. It ain't too funny when the shoe on the other foot, huh? Godwin gone. Mike Evans gone. How about that?
Real quick.
One game. They all gone. They gone. Now you got the offensive coordinator talking to Trey Palmer, telling him this is you the guy. Well, that's for them to worry about. We'll see their ass again. But with that being said, man, that's where you start. What I do think, Q, is despite the numbers not being flashy, I think we got the quarterback, bro. It's when I watch this kid play, a lot of people are, well, he's not doing CJ Stroud stuff like last year, Jaden Daniels stuff this year. Each scenario, each situation is different. But when I watch Spencer Rattler on the field, he belongs. He has command. The moment is not too big for him. And the way that he carries himself as a starter, as that guy. And listen, I'm anxious, just like you all, to see him this Sunday with Chris Olave, with Alvin, with Kendre Miller. Who else coming back? Taysom's coming back. I'm interested to see him. You're getting two of your starting offensive linemen back, which is a big upgrade to what we've been dealing with these last couple weeks. Now, with that being said, let me go to my young tackles. Let me go to my rookie. Y'all know my draft crush. Saints draft, I was over the moon. Last week, for the first time this season, he got his ass handed to him. And they're talking about Talisi Fuaga. He got his ass handed to him. But I guarantee you one thing. I'm guaranteed you. Watch this week.
Randolph, let me ask you this, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. With all these, the health issue is big. We know we are gaining a lot of the guys back, offensive line wise, which is a big point of contention.
Right.
They get two more starters back, according to the injury report. Says they went to full from limited to full. So you get Cesar Ruiz back. You get Lucas Patrick back. So you're now 4 full starting linemen as opposed to 2.
Right.
Now, of course, we know Lucas Patrick was in and out of the lineup. A couple of games he was here, then he got hurt, then he missed games. We seen your boy Caesar get hurt. left the game, came back in the game, played, and then he was gone for games. We
Right.
do know there's a rust factor. We gained Taysom Hill back. They say he's full, even though we know the Saints play with those injury reports. How could he be fully practiced? The man got broken ribs.
Right.
So, I mean, it's funny, but at the end of the day, do they have enough to or not enough? Are they going to beat the Chargers Sunday afternoon with everything you know about the Saints' inability to run the ball, the defense inability to stop the run? Stats on screen are not lying. They match up with the eye test. The eye test is showing that statistically, which is a huge surprise. Like if anybody asks me what's more surprising about the Saints being 2-5 right now, it's the fact that the defense is ranked 32 in the NFL, 28th stopping the run, 28th stopping the pass. They're giving up 395 yards per game, which is dead last in the NFL. I would have never ever seen that, or even thought that. So with all that being said, I know that's a lot to digest there, Randolph. And BT, I see you there. I'm gonna bring you in a second. I'm gonna let Brother Randolph answer that question. And for the rest of y'all, if y'all want to chime in with thoughts and comments, man, we'll be going to 9 o'clock. It's 8:07 my time, so get in there because I got to cut off at 9 PPR. It's a live scoreboard with the Pels. We'll be jumping in there. But go ahead, Randolph. Floor is yours, my brother.
Like I said earlier, Q, that's the biggest disappointment of this team. It's the defense. We knew that coming in, you got a new offensive staff coming in, so we figured it was going to take them some time. You spoke about it in the offseason. I spoke about it. Everybody on every Saints platform spoke about it. It was going to take this offense time to gel. Well, they come out their first 2 games, and we were like, damn, wow. They're wilders. But the defense, man, to go from a top defense, a top 10 defense, to now being the 32nd ranked defense in the National Football League, that not only is a strike against Joe Woods and Dennis Allen, but I'm tired of giving these damn players a damn pass. Everybody was on me when I start calling this defense trash. And they say, dog, with the offense, they always on the field. The offense ain't scoring enough. We got the 11th ranked scoring offense. I know it's basically from the first 2 games. But what's the least amount of points the Saints done scored before they scored 3 against Denver? It was what, 17 or 15, I believe, against 15 against the Eagles. But other than that, they had scored at least 20, 24 points a game. But the defense, and Q, as you were calling and you're watching these games, as everyone in the chat, as we're watching each game, it always comes these moments in the game when the Saints get back into the game, or they need that critical stop. They have just seized the momentum, and they need that critical stop. And the defense is put on the field. And what does the defense do? They continually come up short. Against Philly, how the hell 2 DBs run into each other? How the hell that happened? You can run that play 1,000 times over, and I guarantee they wouldn't hit each other. But in the most critical time of the game, when they need a stop, you don't have to give up. You can't lose by a field goal. You can only lose by a touchdown. You let Dallas Goedert on the crossing route go 60-something yards. This defense has just been, and it just started this year. It's been going on since last year. 4th quarter against Green Bay. I told y'all, early games matter. If the Saints hold on to that lead last year in Green Bay, guess what? They made the playoff. They won the tiebreaker. But they lost that head-to-head tiebreaker. That's why they didn't get in. So, man, it's just been the defense, and I'm not getting these guys passes on defense, man. I love DeMario Davis, but DeMario's starting to show up and not make tackles like he used to. There's a lot of bad tackling going on out there, man.
Right.
The Saints give up the most jack yards in the National Football League.
Yeah.
And it's not getting better. So, man, my thing is like Sister Misdemeanor say, Sister Barbara say, they whiff on tackles, man. And what you don't see is game tackling. You don't see 2 or 3 hats to the ball. It's always one. And then somebody has to come and chase them down. So that's my thought of it, my brother. I know you got to get somebody on, my brother. I appreciate you. You know I love you, my brother. Hey, ain't nothing but love, man. Who that nation? God damn it. I'm going to be in front of that tube this goddamn Sunday. Now, let me just say this, I'm going to get out here. I love a lot of y'all, but for all of y'all who sit down in front of your TV every Sunday and call yourself a Saints fan, despite how peed off I may be at them, upset or angry, there ain't no damn way I'm going to ever sit down and root for my damn team to lose. Some of y'all need to get y'all goddamn heads checked, bro. I understand y'all don't like Dennis Allen, but if y'all ain't figured it out, they ain't letting the damn dude go until the end of the season. He gonna be here. So we just got to ride it out. And like I said, right now, we in the eye of the storm, baby. We are in Hurricane Allen, and that sucker has been destructive. It has tore down every foundation that the previous regime built, and it is still destroying things. But listen, we who that nation, we strong. We gonna come out on the backside. So all I'm gonna tell y'all is this as I get out of here. Hold on, family. Hold on. Better days are coming. I know it looks bleak right now. I know you're hurting right now. I know you're frustrated right now. But hold on, because one day you go wake up and you go get that notification on your phone. It go flash on the TV. The New Orleans Saints have fired Dennis Allen. He's gone. He's out of the door. A lot of y'all go jump for joy. They're going to be second lines just breaking out all over the neighborhood. Everyone's going to be happy. But what we got to pray for and hope for is that Mickey Loomis and his group of advisors make the right decision on the next man in charge. Because, family, don't think it's going to be a quick fix. Because, believe it or not, they can select somebody who's worse than Dennis Allen, and that's saying a lot. So it's gonna have to be the right man for the job. Q, love you, my brother. Who that nation, love you. I'm out, man. Y'all take care.
Oh, Randolph, stay right where you are, brother. Stay right where you are, my brother. Just stay right there, man. We just ride with us for the rest of the broadcast, my brother. If you got time, you good? Yeah. You good with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool. All right, we're gonna bring in BT. BT, welcome on in the stream. How you doing, sir?
Wow, how you been, family? I haven't seen you in a while.
Same here, man. How you been? Everything been all right, brother?
I'm blessed, man. I didn't move back to Louisiana. I was in DC for a while, but transferred back a little closer to home. How y'all boys been, man?
Well, we've been doing good, man. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. The only problem is that doesn't translate to the New Orleans Saints. They got the wealth part, but they damn sure ain't wise. And if they keep playing around, they ain't gonna be healthy.
Right. So before I say anything, man, I'm the brutally honest Saints fan. I'm the Saints fan who is always going to be the straight shooter. I'm also the holistic Saints fan. By that I mean I look at whole picture from totem pole down, if that makes sense. So this team you're seeing right now is kind of like an amalgamation of a lot of not only bad drafting, but just a lack of vision. I'll be the first person to tell you Dennis Allen's resume coming from that Oakland Raiders team in 2012. I did a little digging on that Oakland Raiders team in 2012, and believe it or not, that 3-13 or 4-12 team, that Oakland Raiders team, that team was actually worse statistically than the 0-16 Detroit Lions team. And I'll be the first person to tell you, when I look at this Saints team right now, I see a lot of similarities as far as the bottom falling out as this team with that 2012 Oakland Raiders team that he coached. And that's a team that I'll be the first person to tell you, I will stack it up as the worst team in NFL history. Like, that team was dead last in offense, dead last in defense, dead last in special teams. It was an absolute disaster. They didn't really hire the right assistant coaches, and don't get me wrong, this Saints franchise is probably marginally better top down than that Oakland Raiders franchise. But you're seeing Dennis Allen, for everything, he lacks, besides him not being a great play caller, besides him not being a great coaching crunch, he lacks vision, and that's really the thing that makes a great head coach. Like the guys that we all know as the Mount Rushmore of modern football, the guys that we know as the elite coaches in football, they have a vision. And even though Dennis Allen's a defensive-minded coach, going into this year, I'll be the first person to tell you, as good as this defense was, they lacked it. Like, okay, this defense was poor on the line of scrimmage last year. They didn't rank very high against the run. They struggled in tackles for losses. PFF had them as one of the worst. They were a good defense as far as sideline to sideline. They were disruptive against the pass, but this and also this running game for the Saints too. This was not a very good team on the line of scrimmage. In fact, they were the number 29th rushing offense and the 31st rushing defense last year. And what I'm seeing from this team is a lack of physicality, which can be attributed to a bunch of different things. You could talk about the lack of depth in the front seven. You could talk about the Saints not really having that. They don't have a Gerald McCoy, or they especially don't have a generational talent like a Chris Jones. And it's just this team is really lacking a lot of depth, especially defensively. The offensive line is an absolute travesty. I mean, going into the season, like I'm not impressed with our O-line coach. I thought that the Saints were kind of underwhelming at both tackle spots, despite bringing back veteran guys. I don't think the Saints are a very good zone blocking team. And also, even though we were top 10 in pass protection last year, I thought we were horrible in third down pass protection. So it's like I said, it's an amalgamation of a lot of things that spell doom for a franchise that's kind of made mediocrity. And let me say, when I say mediocrity, not even mediocrity, that's kind of made being average kind of the norm around there, going 7-9, 8-8. To the other gentleman's point above me, how you doing today, by the way, brother? To the guy above me.
What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
I'm blessed, man.
Amen,
but the point he made, there were a lot of PFF stats of the Saints, despite them not necessarily being a losing team. We were at the bottom of the map, so to speak, in a lot of PFF stats, and you don't want that. But I'm gonna just say this, man. The grand scheme of when Dennis Allen gets fired, it's not just the losses, because Sean McAvey is not going to get fired for LA, and they're probably going to have a losing season this year. But what makes Dennis Allen get fired is the long drawn out lack of, how can I say this? Lack of social proof. Like Dennis Allen has never had a 10-win season, to my knowledge. Dennis Allen's never had a team that really looked like a playoff team. And you might have had a playoff team before. I'm not like I said before, the Oakland Raiders team that he coached, in my opinion, is the worst team in NFL history. That team was, to me, about as bad as a pro football team can look. And we're going to this game against the Chargers, who the Chargers have problems of their own. I think that Jim Harbaugh is finding out the hard way that coaching the Chargers, whether they're in LA or in San Diego, you're coaching a franchise that is addicted to losing. So, that's a franchise that I think that no matter what, you're always going to have a chance, because it's just not a great franchise. But going into this game, I think this is the game that kind of puts the stamp on the envelope saying that, Dennis Allen is a good man, but I think he lacks a lot of the qualities that make even a competent head coach.
Okay. Wise words, BT, man. So let me ask you this, man. Now Dennis Allen never won more than 9 games. That was last year. That was the literal mountaintop in terms of his coaching career. He never had a winning season. Currently, the Saints are it's very obvious a 5-game losing streak. Can Dennis Allen turn it around? Are you still at BT?
Yeah. Well, I was waiting for, I'll never interrupt you. I always like to hear you get your point across. But
no, you got it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's even gonna matter. This team, to me, like, this team has kind of lost, like, the things that made this franchise so good under Breeze and Peyton. The things that made this franchise so good, especially in those playoff years, it kind of died in that Tampa Bay game. You saw a franchise that, and not just that, in that Tampa Bay game, when I saw it, I saw a lack of adjustments. Again, 270 yards rushing to a team that coming to that game was the 29th ranked rushing offense, and an offensive line that Tampa Bay's O-line was the weakness in that game. Baker Mayfield was getting hit a lot. They were only averaging 3 yards a carry. The fact that you got manhandled like that lets me know that, it's just, like I said, the bottom's falling out. And not only just that, these last 5 games, you got Cleveland. They got problems of their own. I think you play Atlanta one more time. I'll be the first person to tell you, man, I can see the Saints losing every single one of these games, not because these teams are better than them, but because, plain and simple, I'm just seeing finally. Dennis Allen is burning this franchise down the same way he burned down Oakland. I just think that this team they look a lot like that. I don't mean to keep saying it. They look just like that 2012 Raiders team that was just so bad. And I just think that right now, if the New Orleans Saints are half as competent as I think they are, I think Dennis Allen's last game is going to be either this game or the game afterwards. That I'm predicting it simply because, even if you have good draft positioning, I just see a lot. I don't see a bright horizon if this regime goes on to the end of the season, because the guys who are still going to be on the roster, especially the younger guys, I just don't want them to lose motivation going into next season. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes plenty of sense, BT, man. Listen, I appreciate you chiming in, brother. And welcome back, man. Welcome back home. Be careful, man. And
Thank you
I
so
hear you
much.
driving,
God
brother.
bless.
Be careful. And yeah, be careful out there on that road, my brother.
Oh, most definitely. Y'all be
Great,
safe. And who that?
great knowledge, my brother. Who
Yeah,
that to you?
appreciate it, bro.
Loved
For
it.
sure.
All right, that's brother BT, man, chiming in. A lot of good points, man, especially
A
about the
lot.
Dennis Allen stuff. And this, listen, fam. There's a lot of people that, and Randolph, believe it or not, man, there's a lot of people that actually still support Dennis Allen, and that's fine,
Right.
But it's over these last 5 games, man. The way the Saints are just, and then they're saying this, they're saying they are Mickey Loomis. They're saying they're pivoting for some of these players to get back to health. And then they'll get back to what it was in weeks 1 and weeks 2. You heard the Mickey Loomis interview when he was talking about that. So that's their thought process.
Right.
So, that's how I view it. That's how I view it. I view it the fact that they get a lot of these guys back. Will they get back to winning? Well, I mean, the offensive line does look better because the backups needed backups. Like you made mention of, they really did. Them backups stunk. They couldn't even run the ball effectively. They get Taysom Hill back, and now I want to see him win because they got to win. But the thing is, I'm kind of curious about Clint Kubiak now. Clint Kubiak, to me, and you said that the the honeymoon's over. Ain't no doubt about that. After when
It's over with, Q.
yeah, it's definitely the that's BB King, and the thrill is gone. The thrill is definitely gone. So yeah, his major weakness, and it exposed early on, was his inability to adjust when guys are banged up. Well, guess what? We're week 8 into the season. We're not even done yet, man. We got a ton of games left to play.
Right.
So I mean, he proved that he couldn't adjust without his players. And the same players that he had as backups is the guys that he picked. Did you pick him, Randolph?
No, I didn't pick him. I thought you picked him.
No, I didn't pick him. He picked him. But I get blamed though. Jim Kev came on the show the other day, Randolph, and told me that I was the blame. He blamed me and Dennis Lauscher. I said, what?
Dennis who?
Dennis Lauscher.
Mr. Missing in Action. Probably stuffing a burger in his mouth right now.
That what Jim Kev told me. It's like, man, Q, that I blame you and Dennis Lauscher. I was like, hold on, are you blaming me and me and Lauscher? Where Mickey Loomis at? It's his fault too. Okay, all right, brother.
Well, Q, something that BT said, man, he made a lot of excellent observations, man.
Go ahead.
But one thing that I'm thinking, man, is that he, like you said, a lot of people still are riding with Dennis Allen. But man, as I'm looking at the chat and I was listening to Brother BT, man, think about the Saints have lived off the 2017 draft for far too long. Jeff Ireland is responsible because he's the head man, he's the assistant GM or whatever. He is responsible for the Saints' lack of success in the recent drafts. Now, Brian Bresee does not look like he's a bust. Gonna work out. Talise Fuaga, go work out. But I'm about to say a name that everybody was ready to get rid of, and with good reason. Had the last few weeks, how many times have really, can you think about how many times have people came on the platform and just been like, man, Penning is so damn awful. He got to go. For real, think about it. Penning's plays gotten better, or the other three who are filling in for the injured are just that bad. So,
well, Randolph, they said two things could be right at the same time, huh?
Yeah, I hope not. But just watching him though, just watching him, he has improved. I gotta get it to him. He has improved.
Well, no, I agree, Randolph.
No,
I agree with you. There is progress there. I mean, he's looked a lot better based on the small amount of what we seen from him last year. So he's actually developing into, making his lumps and having his bumps and bruises and stuff. I've seen, like, over the last couple of games, man, some plays where I've seen him reaching a little too much, slow to get places, not sealing and like he's supposed to. But then again, you've seen a lot when those other guys were really so bad, man. Watching the tape should be and when you're watching all 22, most of the times it should be an enjoyable experience to watch the all 22. It was not an enjoyable experience to watch the all 22, especially when the Saints attempted to run the football.
They just cannot establish the line of scrimmage. They cannot. And Q, I don't know, like when I'm watching the game or I'm calling the game, I always tell the family, pay attention to first down. First down would tell you a lot. Mm-hmm. If you lose on first down, you go from 1st and 10 to 2nd and 11, 2nd and 12 behind the chains. Now your playbook becomes limited.
Yep.
First down is so important, family. I'm saying even if you get 3 yards on first down, that's 2nd and 7. That's manageable. But when you have 2nd and 10, 2nd and 15, false start penalty. Couple weeks ago, after we had the big completion to Jawan Johnson, but it's called back because Chris Olave is on the outside jumping up like a damn jackrabbit. What the hell are you moving for? I mean, it's things like that, man, that just frustrates you with this team. And it's coming from your best receiver. And you had no business moving. None. Yeah. So it's just like a lot of self-inflicted wound. But I think a lot of stuff with this organization needs to change, man. And it starts with that front office. Look, we know Mickey Loomis ain't going to what him. Damn it, he owned the team. Shit, he owned for a team. So he ain't going nowhere. But I think there needs to be a shakeup, man, with those who are selecting, those whose advice he is taking, because right now it ain't been good. It ain't been good. Now the last 2 years, like I said, Breesy, Talise Fuaga, looking good. Look, you got Kool-Aid, and that's another person I'm definitely keeping an eye on. Kool-Aid McKinstry, Sunday. You up, man. It's all about opportunity. And that's all this game is about. You got in camp, you had the Mason Tipton. You toured up for 2 weeks in camp so much that they hit you. They hit him. He was injured, but they didn't even play him in preseason or nothing. And he made the team.
Yeah, he got hurt.
He got hurt, and he still made the team. But yet, still, when the opportunity presented itself in that Kansas City game, say what you want. Derek Carr put the ball right there. You got to catch that ball.
You got to catch that, man.
You're an undrafted free agent. This is your big moment, your big opportunity. And that's what's happening. A lot of these backups, they are not seizing the moment. They're not taking advantage of the opportunity that they have right now, and it's hurting this team. Depth, the Saints do not have the same depth that they did years ago. Matter of fact, depth in the offensive line is a problem around the entire National Football League. I see a lot of family members like, we need to trade for an offensive lineman. Do you think if a team has 6 starting quality offensive linemen with the state of the NFL, not just the Saints family, but the state of the NFL, on the offensive line. You think they're gonna trade him? They're not gonna trade him.
Yeah, it's very peculiar, Randolph. It really is, man. But this is that you're in dire straits right now, and that's and you're right. It's a value on offensive linemen, but at the same time, you got to go out there and shake them trees. You got to see what fall out of them, man. You got to make moves. And the Saints are not motivated enough offensive wise. They were waiting on guys to come back, so they got their guys back. But that doesn't hide the fact that your offensive line, the backups are bad. Yeah. Now, some of the reps might make some of these guys better as we go forward, but Ali Udo is a guy that shouldn't be on this team. He should not be on this team.
Should be on
and this is the thing too, Randolph. This is not just, the fact that the Saints are 2-5. The Saints ain't just win one and then, they've lost 5 games in a row. Five games in a row. And each one of these games, whether you look, that's why I got the schedule up here, because to kind of remind people, the Philly and the Atlanta losses, they were in all these games and had an opportunity to win the first 3 of the losing. Then the Tampa Bay game, they were right there at halftime and then got the rug pulled out up under them. Denver wasn't even a thing. They didn't even show up for that game. 10 points is all they mustered. And that was the lowest outcome in terms of scoring that they had over that span. But 5 games, when you lose 5 games as a organization and your coach is in the 3rd year, you hadn't made the playoffs going on 3 years, that's going to be looked at pretty harshly, because 5-game losing streaks happen because something seriously is wrong here. They're masking it as injuries. I mean, these things here, man, to me is not all injury based, because that's why you have access to a depth chart. You pick these players, you're supposed to know how to utilize them. And that's why I think a lot of it's kind of hitting that. Mickey Loomis is you're right, they're not going to fire Mickey Loomis. Because he got 2 jobs, he got job security.
Yes.
But you got somebody got to do something, and I'm not looking at Lauscher, because Lauscher is a guy that's a businessman. You don't know shit about football on the field. Gale's an ambassador. But to me, based on what I'm saying, it's not all about them guys being healthy. They got a couple of games against Carolina and Dallas. Dallas is struggling right now. Carolina is one of the worst teams in the game. Nothing to take away from the first 2 games, because they were really good. But when you need to step up and win, Randolph, how do you break a 5-game losing streak when you can't run and you can't stop the run? Do they improve there?
Well, hopefully with the starters, 2 of the starters coming back, hopefully they can. Kendra Miller did average 6 yards a carry last week. Maybe we see more Kendra Miller this week.
Well, that's if your boy allow him, Brother Randolph, if you let him go. Hey, that's the thing. We talk about the guys like we talk about some of these draft picks. Like a lot of times we get these guys, and it's all about developing these guys into players. It's the same thing we get free agency. We got Jamal Williams comes here. 3 years ago, Jamal Williams rushes for 17 touchdowns. 17 in what? How many touchdowns has he scored since he's been here for the Saints? 3? Less than 3? I mean, I think it's like, I know it's less than 4.
I only remember the one he scored last year. The last one against Atlanta. He scored this year?
He scored. I think he got one. He got one this year. Well, let's look him up, Randall. Let's look him up.
I think he got 2. He might have 2. Let's see.
He might have 2. Let me look him up here. Let's go do a little exercise right here. Look up how many touchdowns Jamal Williams got. Oh no, he got 1.
He got 1.
He got 1.
Well,
he got 1. So that there you go, Randolph. He got 1. And he ain't have to wait at the end of the year to get it. He got 1 there, and he got. Let me see where he got this one at. Which game?
Was it Tampa?
Let me see here. I'm gonna get the game breakdown on which game he got it in. I know he got. Let me see if I can get the game here. But I know he got. Where y'all put it in the chat? Which game did he get that in? I want to say it was. I forgot. I forgot which one. Y'all help me out on that. But anyway, the bottom line is, you make mention of the fact that they do get some of these guys back, and the health does help. I know when Taysom Hill is there, Clint Kubiak started learning how to call plays because he tends to overuse these guys, but that's a major problem. Right. but the Chargers are banged up too. But Harbaugh likes to run the ball, and they got a fire ass defense. So hold on for a second, my friend. Thank you, Michael, for your super chat, brother. Thank you, man.
Thank you. You're far too kind.
It's these guys have not utilized. Thank you, bro, for that. We have not utilized the talent correctly. So I mean, that's my thing. The health. Now you go back to the health. You say, well, we do gain some starters back, Q. So what do you think? Is that the answer to it, Randolph? Is that what you're saying?
Man, we got to have some type of hope somewhere. So I mean, I can't sit here for certain and say it is. We're hoping it is. You know what I'm saying? We hope that's the fact. But again, if you're struggling running the ball, what are some things that you can do as an offense? Screen passes, short screens, in the rounds. Slants. When the last time the Saints ran a damn slant?
I don't know, brother Randolph. I don't know if because the Chargers are pretty fast sideline to sideline. So, at some point you're gonna have to man up and go mano a mano, against that defense. So physicality will be warranted here. My only thing is, and we do get some of these guys back. We do get them back. It's a rust factor, I think, that plays into it. These guys haven't played in some time. Cesar says that he's feeling better, he's feeling good. That's a knee issue. We know big guys when they start having knee issues, Randolph. You know how that goes. Yeah. That's something that kind of plays a part.
It lingers. Yeah, it lingers.
It lingers. So So with that being said, man, I want the Saints to win, but the thing is, it's hard. They need to show me that they can reestablish the fundamentals of it. This is what I'm saying. They have to reestablish dominance on both sides of the line.
Right. Well, call me crazy. Everybody's picking the Chargers. I even saw an article where they said Chargers annihilate Saints this week. I don't know what damn Chargers team they've been watching.
I don't think no annihilation gonna happen.
But that damn Chargers team that I've been watching, that ain't no world beater. I'm gonna tell you what. I hope they are overlooking the Saints. I hope they are. Because the Saints are going there, they're in this 5-game losing streak. Now, wouldn't it be something if they flip this 5-game losing streak around to a 5-game win streak? Boy,
would be nice.
Dream. It's good to dream, boy. I tell you. It's good to dream, man. That's all you got is a safe fan, boy. Damn, we just dreaming, boy. A lot of y'all were booking hotels and shit for the Super Bowl after 2 weeks. The reality to set it like, well, hey, man, listen, long we lose to Dallas, I was fine because I had a house full of Cowboy fans, so I excluded all the ass.
Oh, you did. You did well that time, Randolph. Not only did you score them, man, they went out with their heads down.
Oh yeah, you saw.
That's an ass whooping there, brother.
I love y'all, but y'all gotta get the hell out. And take your wife with you, man. I love you. Love you, Tim. Love you, fam. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So can they win this Sunday? Yes. Khalil Mack, Bosa is expected back for them this week. So what are the strengths right now of our two young tackles? Their strengths together, running the ball, run block.
Run.
We got what's Khalil Mack's strength? Rushing the passer.
That's right.
Bosa's strength, rushing the passer. Run that their ass. You got to run at them.
Yep.
You got to run at them. Then you open up play action. Listen, sometimes, Q, it's not even about the yards you get. Sometimes it's just about the attempts because you want to keep a defense honest. You can't just, especially with a rookie quarterback, we can't have this kid dropping back trying to throw the ball 45 times. If Spencer Rattler has 45 attempts, the Saints then lost their 6th straight game. It's just that simple. What I like to see in this game, I like to see Alvin. I know he's still kind of ailing, but with a healthy Kendre Miller, I like to see Alvin involved more in the passing game. Clint, how about putting Alvin in the slot with Kendre in the back? Alvin is damn near your second best receiver on the team anyway.
Where's that? These are good points. We cover all the time, Randolph. We talk about this all the time about the offensive creativity. People say it's because they don't have the people in. And like I said, I don't discount the injuries, But the thing is, it's what happens when the injuries happen. How do you adjust to these things? And they did not adjust well. Clint Kubiak picked these offensive players. He did not use them, and he over relied on guys that were hurt. And before Rashid Shaheed got hurt, he was force feeding Rashid Shaheed, force feeding the ball. I was saying to myself watching the game, when the hell did Rashid Shaheed become Chris Olave?
Exactly. You even had Chris Olave family like can y'all go Chris the goddamn ball?
Yeah, I know. Olave's brother said that. Other got on there and was like questioning what was going on. I was like, when did Rashid Shaheed become Chris Olave? Going for 50-50 balls?
Yes.
What? No, man. This is a deep threat guy. See, and that's what happens when you run out of answers. So, like I said, with the peoples like you, if you get rid of Dennis Allen, we need to kind of consider. I'm not considering Clint Kubiak for nothing, man. Clint Kubiak don't deserve a promotion based on what he did. He got hit with adversity, and he failed. He failed miserably. He couldn't do nothing until he got his starters back, man.
Well, we don't even know that shit, Q.
Right, that's true. You don't know what he gonna do. I know what he gonna do based on what he been doing, and that's to overuse these guys. That's what happened with Taysom Hill. When you see it happen to Taysom in that Atlanta game, Taysom had 2 rushing touchdowns in the game. That's what that guy does. He leans on these injured players. You cannot do that. It's a long season. We're in week number 8 right now. We got a bunch of games left. You cannot overuse Taysom Hill. You can't overuse Alvin Kamara. You got to use the guys, the Jamal Williams, the Kendre Millers, the damn Jordan Mims who was cutting up in preseason. He can't even get nothing. He absent.
How about the all-world, the best free agent tight end in the signing in the history of the New Orleans Saints, undrafted free agent? Let me say that. Darlin Hawker. What the hell is Darlin Hawker?
Nowhere.
I saw him make one appearance. I saw the back of his helmet. That's it. I haven't seen him get one target yet. Where's he at?
He was out there, Randolph, running around doing whatever he was doing, but he had no impact on the game.
None.
Right. So I mean,
that's get a target.
No, I don't think he has a target. If he did get a target, Randolph, it's not. It's 1 or 2 catches. I want to say he got, if he got anything, because whatever he did, it was noticeable. But yeah, this is a problem. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and with Clint Kubiak, like you were saying, Q, he just hasn't made the adjustments. I mean, Rashid Shaheed, listen, when Rashid Shaheed went out, I already knew what was going to happen in this game. I already knew who was going to be the deep threat. We all knew. Mason Tipton.
He ain't got no catches.
He going to try to get the ball deep to Mason Tipton. Now, all of a sudden, you caught every damn thing in training camp, but when the lights are bright and it means something, I'm sorry, son, if you're listening, if you're Mason Tipton family, you can say what you want. Well, at least he's in the NFL, but not for damn long.
Not for long doing that.
Not for long. Dropping down balls that going straight. That's dead in his hand. Let me go straight through his damn arm. He ain't in here for long.
They got to step up, man. They got to step the hell up, man. They got to step up and reassert. They got to reestablish themselves, yes, Randolph. Yes, that's the bottom line, man. Go ahead, bro.
The young man they bought in the day for a trial led the XFL. They bought. This is what the Saints are digging for receivers. I would like to see more Bud Means. I would like to see Bud Means more. This week, I bet you they throw Vadell Scantling out there. I bet you they throw him out there. And what you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be a go route. I'm telling you. It's gonna be a go route. Look, bro, just get out there and just run. Just run. It's gonna be a go route. Simple. You know, but they got the Clint's not. He's not what like we read earlier. What has happened to the motion? What has happened to the motion in this offense? It is went dead. He went from Clint Kubiak, the savior of the Saints offense, to Pete Carmichael in the last 5 weeks. Yeah, y'all just hear what I said? He
Come
went
on,
from
Randolph.
Clint Kubiak.
Come on, Randolph.
To Pete Carmichael. I ain't making this up. If y'all think I'm making, let me share the screen with y'all, fam. Let me show y'all I ain't making this up. Y'all think I'm making this up? I am not making this up, family. Let me show y'all this. All right. Look at this here. Y'all think I'm playing right here. The Saints have utilized play action on 17.1% of dropbacks since week 3, which is the 6th lowest, family, in the entire league. Hold on, I got it on the screen. Yeah, there we go. That's the 6th lowest in the entire league, family. Now,
that wasn't the case week 1.
Look at week 1 and week 2. 46%. How the hell you go from 46 to 17? You gonna tell me just because Taysom Hill went out, just because Olave's been injured, Shaheed, just because Eric McCoy went out, Cesar Ruiz, Lewis Patrick went out, you gonna tell me you get away from play action?
Yes.
It don't make sense. Make it make sense, somebody.
He can't do it.
You can't, because it don't make no damn sense.
It makes sense, Randolph. The devil's in the details, bro. The devil's in the details, and the details is he can't operate his play action without Taysom.
Right.
That's the bottom line. And 2 of his offensive line, they're going to tell you the 3 offensive linemen that was responsible for that, because it's all based on injuries, even though you're not supposed to blame injuries.
Right.
McCoy, Ruiz, and even throw Lucas Patrick in there were absent in a lot of those games. So you get those guys back, and the logic in Mickey logic says then we get back to business in weeks 1 and 2. Now, logically, you would say that don't make any sense logically, because you mean to tell me your offense is based on players and on those particular players, as opposed to you supposed to be smart enough to be able to have players that can run this same offense. It's supposed to be your identity now.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying about Clint Kubiak. That was very noticeable to me when I seen that all of the double motion stuff.
Yes.
All that has disappeared. It's become a dumb offense. Well, that's to dumb it down for these dumb, trifling, garbage ass backups that were in there stealing money, like you smartly said. But at the end of the day, it's not if it's your identity, you're supposed to have those players there. You might not run it as efficiently as you were doing 47 or whatever the percentage of the time, but at the same time, it's no way makes sense in any level. It should be supposed to be, what was it, 17%?
That's a 29% decrease.
I know. That don't make any sense. That don't make any sense for it to be like that.
And you got a young quarterback.
Yeah.
Play action supposed to be his friend.
Yep.
Quick screens, screen passes.
Yep.
Draw plays, tight end screens.
None of that.
What's happened to it?
He done took it out. The offense is
dumbed it down. He dumbed it down.
He dumbed it down. He regressed it. He regressed it to make it. Well, he has a rookie quarterback that doesn't. They say that they're not going to hold him back. When he said that, I said, man, Spencer's been there, but Spencer has not had access to the full offense like a Derek Carr has. Even if Carr was there, we'll still be having the same problems at the quarterback position, because they can't run the football. If you can't, that's what we're saying. This is nothing new. We've been saying this for the last couple of years.
Right.
The running game, and when Kubiak came here, he was talking about running the football. So you put together a strong running back room, Alvin Kamara, Jamal Williams. You have Kendre Miller. He was hurt. Jordan Mims was there. And then you mix Taysom in the room. Strong room. Probably the strongest. It is the strongest room you have on your offense is the running room. It's not the wide receivers. It's not the tight ends. It's not even the offensive line to me. The strongest room the Saints have that need to be relied upon is the running back room. And oddly enough, the running back room has been more healthy than probably the tight ends have been there.
Yeah.
But outside of that, the running back room has some people, if you know what to do with it,
correct,
you can make something happen. But Clint Kubiak overuses Alvin Kamara. He's going to overuse Taysom Hill. And I don't know if the man has learned his lesson as far as that's concerned, thinking that it's all the answers are going to be answered. All the questions are be answered rather about what happens with the Saints. Oh, we just need our guys back and we're going to become weeks 1 and weeks 2. I don't think it's that simple. I really don't think it's that simple. Because anytime you lose players and your offensive identity disappear with those players, that's problematic. Go ahead, Randall.
Yeah, and like again, family, 29%. That's a huge decrease. But again, hopefully, because we got to have hope somewhere We like I said, we in the eye of the storm. It's calm right now, but come Sunday, the back of that storm about to tear our ass up. Listen, I mean, y'all ass better have been evacuated. If not, what I say, a lot of y'all evacuated. A lot of y'all switch ship. I see a lot of people call themselves safe fan on other people podcast, talk about this team and that team. No, y'all gonna stay y'all ass up there over there too. Cause when we come out this storm, don't bring your ass. Don't think you bring your ass back home. Cause we not allowing it. I'm damn sure not allowing it.
You know what, Randolph, you know what, man? I like this year, I called it when we came into the year. I said it would be the year of truth. When the Saints historically speaking, they make pretty solid moves in the offseason. I've always questioned the in-season moves when players start getting hurt or certain players don't work out for you. You need to start adjusting in the season. Mickey Loomis is not really that good at that. Like it took him so long to pay Alvin Kamara. That was a problem. He paid
Uncle Cousin Pete
Werner.
Yeah, Cousin Pete.
He paid Pete Werner, so he gave him his bread. And then there's a couple other players that's there, but at the same time, the Saints, they really just are not moving as fast as you need to move when all these injuries start mounting up. You need to move to meet the demand. You need to be doing whatever you need to do to find players. Even if you go to you hit these practice squads, that's the first thing you do. That's the cheapest thing the Saints can do. You hit these practice squads and find players. And they did it a little early on. They picked up this 9-year offensive lineman who wasn't nothing. Matter of fact, they just put him in the street a couple of days ago.
So they come McGovern?
Not McGovern. It's another dude. They what's his name? They picked him up. I think he played for the Vikings at one time. I want to say they're 9-year veteran. They picked up, and he was no, it wasn't you. No, it wasn't you though. You know they're not going to get rid of him. So
they use Udo.
Yeah, they need to get Udo out of here, man. That guy is terrible. But in the end, like I said, that didn't surprise me. But I kind of deem this as the year of truth, and we're going through a purging process. Yeah. So there's when you're going through a purging process, it's like what I mean, like you get a fever. Right. You know, you got a bad cold or you get a fever, you go through the chills. You know how the body has to heat up to burn off the germ. And I kind of equate that to what we're going through right now. We got problems. We got people that's not supposed to be here. You got germs in your body that's not supposed to be here. An immune system is part of the purging process to purify and get you back to better health. That's what this is. So I don't run for it from none of this. I embrace it because it's time for the purging process to happen. We've been dealing with this for far too long, and this is the year when we'll get clarity.
And they didn't have a contingent plan for after Drew Brees.
No, they didn't. They didn't have one. They didn't have one for Peyton either.
No, they let Teddy Bridgewater walk. Should have kept him. We know what happened with Jameis.
Well, Sean Payton lied about that. I covered that when it was going on. He lied. He lied. He told Taysom that Taysom would be the quarterback of the future. Matter of fact, I think he gave him his contract too, or gave him some money, told him that, and then try to circle back to Teddy Bridgewater and told him he could be the quarterback of the future. And, Teddy gave him a cheap contract, but then, after that next year, he got up out of here. And Sean Payton tried to go and get him and bring him back. He's like, nah, I'm gone. I'm done. So, I mean, you can't be lying to players. You got to keep it real, man. You got to put it on the line and keep it all the way funky. Don't be lying to no players, man.
Got to keep it a buck, like you said. You got to keep it a buck, man.
No, they did. Yeah, that's right. You're right on that. They didn't have a contingency plan for Drew Brees. That's Mickey Loomis. He kept Drew Brees till he was almost 40 years old. He didn't have a contingency plan for Sean Payton. He listened to Payton's contingency plan was to pick Dennis Allen as the coach. He didn't go and do his own stuff. He did a fake ass hire process. Went and talked to these people. Talked to one man for 8 hours and didn't give him the job.
Offensive damn coordinator.
You can't make it up.
You can't make this shit up, man. You cannot make this stuff up, man.
But see, all this is what we hit. But that's how it happened, though, Randolph. When you get to the point where you got to look yourself in the mirror, and people are giving you stats and they're giving you hard data, and you as a general manager sitting up there looking at people like they trying to tear you down. Well, you know what I did for you guys? I did this. I took you guys. I picked Sean Payton. So I mean, it's just we don't have time for stupid, stubborn bullshit feelings, man. So we just gonna have to do what we got to do, boycott wise, and force their hands. It's easy
what
work.
reminds me of? Mickey Loomis reminds me of Jerry Krause of the Bulls. Saying, oh, Michael Jordan ain't do this, I did this.
Trying to steal credit.
Yeah, Phil Jackson did it. I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
When the last time the Bulls been to the damn final since Jordan and Pippen walk out the door? You see what I'm saying? Like, and then listen, I love Drew Brees, but I blame Drew Brees got a hand in this too. Cause his ego, I don't care if y'all don't like it, y'all know the truth. His ego got in the way. He heard Tom Brady was coming to the Saints. Oh no, I can't have that. I can't have him come and take my squad to the Super Bowl. I got to come back. When your shoulder is now less than a BB gun, they done dummified the offer. You can't even throw it 25 yards down the damn field, but you want to. I love you. I love Drew Brees. But at the same time, we ain't about to sit up here and sugarcoat shit. Drew Brees came back because he heard that Tom Brady was coming here. Tom Brady waited.
He waited.
The Saints could have told Drew Brees, Drew, we love you. You're the greatest of all times in our eye. But look, man, your shoulder ain't the same. And listen, we got a chance to get Tom Brady, man. Think about that. You know, we can bring Tom in here and Tom with your guys, because with our guys, because you always a Saint. With the team you helped build, Tom can take us to that second Lombardi, Drew. So Drew stayed at home playing with the boys, talking to his wife, watching Sports Center, all these center kids and stuff. And he said, you know what? I think I got one more year in me. But before Tom Brady said he was coming back, Drew Brees ain't had no plan on coming back. Why the hell he took so long? But soon as that Tom Brady report to come, here he come, and thus Brady goes to Tampa Bay. The rest is history, and we get dealt this hand, and Sean Payton's quitting ass. And I love Sean, but Sean was a loser going out the door. He quit on the Saints. He quit on us. All y'all don't want to see he quit. Thank you for what you did, but you quit. When Drew left, when he knew Drew's shoulder was gone, Sean was trying to get out the door. He was looking for excuses to get out the door. Then when he doing that 1 year, you had those so-called experts want to call him a quarterback whisperer. What damn quarterback has Sean Payton ever developed? Who? Give me one. Because you can't. I'll wait. Matter of fact, I'll wait till Sunday after the game, so y'all who love Sean Payton to death can come and tell me that. What quarterback did he develop? Not one.
Yeah, Randolph, you're right, man. They didn't have a plan. Mickey Loomis said they had a plan. He's wrong. They didn't have a plan for the replacement of Sean Payton. They even passed up on Lamar Jackson for Davenport. So I mean, it was a bunch of crap that they were doing, and a lot of this was Sean Payton making these decisions. Mickey Loomis allowing them to run the team in the ground or make questionable decisions, just like he's allowing Dennis Allen to. And then he sits up there and he makes excuses for him. So I mean, in the end, like I said, you can't stop what's coming. It's a purging process. And if they are real and they are winners and we're wrong, then they'll prove it by winning the bulk of these games.
Right.
And if not, then you got to get that guy out of here. But the problem is Mickey Loomis is so blind. I ain't gonna say blind. I just think he's an ignorant, stubborn fool. That's the bottom line. He's not even looking at the stats, even though you want to use stats when it's feasible for you to paint your points, but when they work against you, you don't want to make mention of it. The only thing is seeing who the man is. Everybody looks at Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen is who he is in public, that he is in private. It's nothing about Dennis Allen I see that I can mistake him for a Bill Belichick or Steve Walsh or anybody else. That is not it. That man is not a head coach that's going to take you to no Super Bowl. Based on 5-game losing streak, it take you something terribly wrong. You lose 5 games in a row. It's more than injuries.
Can you highlight Desi? Can you highlight Desi comment, please? Desi Michelle, please.
Which one?
I don't think we can blame. There we go, right there. I don't think we can blame Sean Payton for Loomis' deficiencies. Okay. Desi, love you. Thank you for supporting my brother. Listen, I can blame Sean Payton. You might not want to hear it. A lot of y'all might not want to hear it. The Saints wasn't good toward the end of Sean Payton's tenure. Sean Payton's last year, we went 7-9. Do y'all remember that Thursday night game when they threw Ian Book to the dogs and had a damn dude that was just working at damn at Home Depot, and he was on Monday Night Football in the game for the Saints. Do y'all remember that?
Yeah, the dude from the Colts. Yeah.
And they threw the dude out there in one day and threw Ian Book out there. And like somebody said on the show, the man had his whole family and everything there. They set the boy up for failure, man. But I'm just saying, man, and Sean Payton leaving out the door, man. Sean Payton tenure was not good ever since the no call. That no call changed this franchise, bro. They never could recover from the no call and the minute, the miracle in Minnesota. That a lot of y'all just ain't gonna get over. You know, I kind of act like I get over until I start thinking about it. You know.
Yeah, because man, the thing is, the Saints haven't gotten to that level in a long time. It is not because the team didn't have the talent; it was just the guidance was bad. Like toward the back end of last year, Sean Payton's tenure, he was distracted. It came out during the offseason that Sean Payton in November, mid to late November, was talking to, I talk about this all the time. I even played the interview with Jay Glazer said. Jay Glazer said that Sean Payton told him in November that when he retires after the year, that he'll give him the interview to let him know, he'll let him break it.
Right.
It didn't end up that way, but Jay Glazer volunteered that information on the Fox show, and I took that shit and put it on the Sports Coma. I was like, man, y'all heard that? So Sean Payton wasn't all dialed in because that's not what you do. You don't sit up and tell insiders that you're gonna retire at the end of the year and all this kind of stuff. And in mid to late November, you're fighting for a playoff spot and position.
Right.
So I mean, he stayed longer than what he was supposed to because the Saints didn't have a plan. They didn't have a plan for Drew. They didn't have a plan for Sean Payton. And why is that relevant? Because we're still dealing with the ramifications of that right now.
Well, and
so
Sean didn't lead his team in good. In Sean saw the writing on the wall. Man ain't dumb.
Yeah, he's the architect. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He set this team up to be in a position that it is now. Talent wise. Because listen, we all know whatever Sean asked for, Sean got.
That's
if
right.
Sean want a player, Mickey's gonna go get that player.
That's true.
Sean set this team up to the current state it is now, and he really set us up. And like I said, before that game, I was going to give him his accolades. But when that game kicked off, I wanted to kick his ass. And I wasn't just talking about on the football field because I was thinking about his stupid ass talking about the guys right here in the building, and he purned to Dennis Allen, and that's all he had to do. And Mickey, crazy, stubborn, senile ass, what he do? There you go. What? 2 weeks later, we get introduced to Dennis Allen as our head coach. We got so bad, like a lot of you, I talked myself into it. I talked myself into Dennis Allen as the head coach. I said me. I talked myself into it. I said, you know what? Them teams in Oakland were bad, man. They had the kind of talent the same.
You know why you said that? You know what? You rationalized logically because you thought that nobody could screw this up. He left them with a team. You just need to add a few pieces because they were one win away from a playoff stop.
But did he though, Q? Think about what you said.
Yeah.
Did he leave him with a team that was ready for a playoff? Sean's last year.
9 and what was it? 9 and 8.
Just like
9 and 8
went last year. 9 and 8. So he left Dennis Allen or whoever was coming a 9-8 football team.
He did.
So Dennis Allen, and not damn sure it made no excuse for Dennis Allen, but Dennis Allen was not the man to turn this franchise around, to come in and set a whole new culture. You had backwards. Right. You had to remove all the Sean Payton stints. Dennis Allen, for his team, he ain't got no excuse. They gave you the defensive coaching staff you want. Everybody blaming on Pete Carmichael. You got so bad, you found a Ryder Curry, Pete Carmichael, everybody except Clancy Barone. You bring in Clint Kubiak. Kubiak's running the offense. Let me just say this. For y'all who don't like Dennis Allen, I guarantee you, is not meddling with Clint Kubiak in that offense. Everything you were seeing on his offense, like me and Q were sitting up here saying, like you were seeing, it's coming from Clint Kubiak. Clint Kubiak has to be better. Clint Kubiak has to put his players in position to be successful. What is the strength of Mason Tipton above Means? What is the strength of these guys? Jawan Johnson. With all the injuries you have, why has not Jawan Johnson been more of a factor in games? Why haven't you been targeting him more? He's supposed to have favorable matchups damn near every week. Too fast for linebackers, too big for safeties and cornerbacks. But we don't see it. Where's we said it earlier. Where's Darren Hawker? Where is he? Even Clancy Barone. I call Clancy Barone the tight end whisperer. The tight end whisperer was whispering to all of us. Oh, y'all wait to training camp. Y'all gonna see something special. Well, he got in preseason. Everybody getting excited. But goddamn, how many catches does Darren Hawker have right now? Matter of fact, as a group, how many catches do the Saints tight end room have? I bet you less than 35. I bet you that. I'm just saying, Q, I'm getting upset now. I'm starting to dread watching the damn game Sunday, man.
Nah. This is what we calling for, man. This is the test.
We got to get this right, though, man. You know, but listen, you ain't going nowhere. The Coma gonna be here. I ain't going nowhere. Keeping it real. Who that Sports podcast coming? Come on, the Sports Network gonna be here.
Tell them, no more. Randolph, let them know where you could be found, brother.
Hey, family. First of all, Q, my brother. Thank you, brother, for allowing me to share your platform with you tonight, man. It's an honor, man. Anytime I'm on with you, you my brother, Brian. I ain't just saying that, bro. Ain't nothing but love for you, man. I can be found at the I just put it in there in the chat, family. Keeping It Real, Who That Sports podcast, and also to Come On In Sports Network. What I need everybody to do, I need you every Sunday morning, 10:05 a.m. Central. Tune into As the NFL Turns, the #1 and fastest growing pregame show on all social media. That's right, I said it. Join Zach, Nonfiction, Carlos, PJ, Coach Rock, Jeremy, and yours truly as we get you ready for the day's action. Q, love you, my brother. I'm about to watch these pals as Zion makes his debut. Man, it was tough losing DeJounte Murray, man. Yeah. Damn, they had a triple-double. And just from that one game, no Q, we saw what a true point guard meant to this team. To have a true point guard, man. Look how free BI was playing. Look how CJ was back in his comfort zone.
Yep.
Now watch tonight. He gonna be bouncing the hell out of that ball.
It's gonna be. Well, they should implement a little point design. We'll see how it go, man. I still say it's a victory for us, bro. But with that being said, man, y'all feel free, man. Check Randolph out, man. The link is in the chat. Also, please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Much love to the fam. Let's fam. I'll be back on Sunday. You know, we'll open up on Sunday for the Sports Coma live broadcast. It's a full day of broadcasting all the way through to the recap. With Pops Q will pop up there with his commentary. It's always good to hear Pops Q in there. But listen, man, much love to all y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Also, feel free to check out our sponsors, Mint Mobile. If you phone service too high, man, look, hey y'all, I'm telling y'all, do a budget. If you're not doing a monthly budget, you need to be doing a monthly budget. Go and do some research on this cell phone service, man. You might be able to save some money, in these turbulent times right now, financially speaking. Check out Mint Mobile. Our sponsor, also Teach Henley. Get 20 to 40% off on skincare products, heavily endorsed by Reverend Saint, love to teach Henley, and Betonline. You know, if you can't make money with the Saints, hell, make money against the Saints. That's what I say. Do what you got to do, baby, because they doing what they got to do. All right, so with that being said, man, I'm out of here. Much love. Appreciate y'all. Who that to y'all? Peace.
Who that?
Yeah. Boogie like Benson, I'm a who that. I'm a who that. Long as I'm living, I'm a who that. Lose or winning, I'm a who that. Sports Coma, yeah, this is where we do that. Where we do that, 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 huh? Boogie like Benson, I'm a who that. I'm a who that. Sports Coma, this is where we do that. Where we do that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Somebody please better help. Running this thing like elf. I thank God every day I'm not a felt. Go to YouTube Live with Big Q and the guys. If you ain't ride or die, the bandwagon get flipped. Been marching in, that was way for the ring. I was yelling out the shade for the championship. Bucking on town, duck down. Falcons, pluck, get shut down. Panthers ain't much touchdown. The vision really belong to us now. So much hate on the Saints, you could probably tell. Ever since Bounty Gate hit the NFL, when things seem fishy and you probably smell the crooked referees on Roger Goodell. Yeah, money like this and I'm a who that. Every day I'm living, I'm a who that. Lose or winning, I'm a who that. It's the Sports Coma, this is where we do that. Where we do that, where we do that, where we do that, where we do that, where we do that. Boogie like this and I'm a who that. It's the Sports Coma, this is where we do that.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Betonline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything sports betting. Every stat, matchup, breakdown, even live odds and spreads to bet on during games. With the largest catalog of odds on everything from football, MLB playoffs, NHL, NBA to political props. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get in on a game of blackjack or poker or unwind with over 150 slot games. Head to the website today to get on the action with America's most trusted site for online wagering. Bet online. The game starts here.
WhoThatDaily.com. That's right, WhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, WhoThatDaily.com is your site. WhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who That.